What is this thing called love? Greetings, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. First, let me tell you, I am no Casanova. And Romeo and I have never been friends. So you'll not get a how-to tonight. But what you will get is an idea about what I think it means to love. Some might ask, what credentials do I have to speak on this matter? My answer is simply, I've lived, I've lost, and I've loved. What is this thing called love? This funny thing called love. Who can solve its mysteries? Why would it make a fool of me? Those are the lyrics from a song as sung by Bobby McFerrin of Don't Worry, Be Happy fame. The title of the song was called the title of the song was What is this thing called love? Music has a lot to say about love. Who can forget Dean Martin with his Italian trio, the concertina player, the violin player, the guitar player, a little bit of Jerry Lewis as he sang. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you had too much wine, that's amore. Or if you remember, Barack Obama at the presidential inaugural dancing with his lovely wife to the sounds of Beyonce singing, "At last, my love has come along." But these are all loves of romance, love between a boy and a girl, a husband and a wife. In the English language, the word love is used for many meanings. The Greeks had 4 main words for love. There was agape, which was an idealized type of love, the type of love that God has for his children, not based on emotion, attraction, sort of an idealistic type of love. There was eros, a love that was passionate, sensual, love between a man and a woman. There was philia, the love of a friend, the love of being with someone you're your best friend. And there was storge, family love, the love of a father to a daughter or son, the love of brothers and sisters. So these are the 4 words that the Greeks used to represent love. But we all use one word to say the same thing. But there's another type of love. This type of love is not based on emotion, physical attraction, attachment. This type of love is an action. It is viewed as the action toward another based on compassion. For example, when Americans pour out resources to other countries after a natural disaster to help people they know nothing of, or when you donate time or money to a soup kitchen to help strangers, or a mentor who takes a young person with little hope and show them that all they need to overcome is little hope. This is the type of love that is actionable, not based on intimate knowledge of the person, but based solely on compassion. For me, the most spectacular example of this type of love came to me after Hurricane Katrina, when my family was in my home. There were 13, it was a night, basically 2 nights after the hurricane, and they came, and that morning I woke up still sort of getting a hold of what was unfolding. I walked my dog as usual that morning. I saw my neighbor. And I told him, my family's in my house. He said, "Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that." We went our separate ways. I went back into my house, and About 15 minutes later, there was a knock at the door. And there was my neighbor with clothes in his hand, telling me that this is all he can get right now, but take this and you'll be back. And to be honest with you, I hadn't even thought about what we needed, clothing or anything like that. It just didn't occur to me yet. I was still in a state of shock. I said, well, thank you. So we're having breakfast that first morning. About an hour later, there was another knock at the door. There was my neighbor again. More clothes and other stuff in his hand, and about 7 friends behind him. People I had never met. We were being loved in the action sense of the word. So my church got involved, and for the next 2 months, I had dinners showing up at my doorstep. Didn't know who was doing it. That's a love based on compassion. Now, I also love. And my most recent example of love is my participating in the Maryland Business Roundtable for Education. It's a program where the community goes into high schools and speaks to young people about the importance of education and taking challenging courses. That particular opportunity came to me from being associated with TOASTMASTers. Afan Osman, our previous president, told me about this. And when he told me, I said, you know, I've been looking to do something like that. And Afan, yes, I've taken advantage of it. So I go into a school, talk to kids I don't know anything about, don't know who they are, and share my passion for education, my passion for science with them. So in closing, all types of love are important. But the love for another out of compassion, in my opinion, is the greatest love of all. Go out and love someone.